Good evening to our viewers on SpeedGaming 3, and welcome to another matchup of the 2023 Zelda 1 Randomizer Tournament. Moonrisen Phoenix here, giving you a Week 3 0-2 bracket matchup between TAH and PedanticPotato. Joining me in the booth tonight, Mrs. Malchior. Good evening.
Hello, everyone. Hope everyone's been having a fantastic Tuesday. This is our first race for the day. And in just a few seconds, I'm going to release our runners so they can go. But why don't you give us a quick heads up of what we should be expecting tonight?
Expect anything and everything. There's about 20 flags in this flag set that may or may not be on. So we'll be finding out what's in the seat at the same time our runners will.
Absolutely. The important things to know, though, is that our runners can start with an item. There is the possibility that a start item will roll off, but hopefully not. And we begin with 2 Triforces. So that's always nice.
Of course, that depends entirely on which Triforce you start with.
Very, very true. I honestly am kind of hoping we see some shapes tonight for our dungeons. Probably because I started with shaped dungeons myself, but that's always seemed like the most fun to me. All right, we have a South Coast start. Not a terrible start screen. Definitely could be worse, but could be a lot better too.
Absolutely right there. I mean, and we'll start with the Triforce in level 1 and the other one either in 2 or 3. So some early going Triforces, as we'll start with the letter as well.
Yep, I'm going to say, ooh, hello, level 7. I'm going to say that Malchior has blessed our seed for us because those were the same 2 Triforces he started with in his race last night.
Oh, well, that's rather interesting. And by finding level 7 in the vanilla wood sword shop, I apologize. Well, we're not seeing it in vanilla, so that means it could be absolutely anywhere in Hyrule.
Very true. And our chat is telling us hi 2Q7 with that. So that probably means we have a second quest for level 7, 8, and 9. Am I correct with that?
You'd be correct, and most of our runners in this tournament have opinions about that.
Very true. Though I have heard in second quest, 7 is not the worst. There are definitely worse dungeons.
Yeah, it's bigger brother 2Q8.
Alright, so we did see very good. Alright, I was going to say we saw a candle for 60 rupees in that one shop on Potato side, but he just found a free one in a Take Any. So, we won't have to worry about that.
This also indicates that extra candles is on, so we have options, and we probably won't have to spend those 60 rupees today.
Absolutely. And so, for anybody out there wondering, PedanticPotato is not a new runner to the Z1R community. We just have someone who has chosen to change his name. For those wondering, PedanticPotato, that is going to be a tongue twister, was formerly known as Potato Failure.
Absolutely, and PedanticPotato first to find our Armos item for today. That is the power bracelet found in the Forest Armos.
Ooh. If anything has taught me anything about vanilla, power bracelet at Armos is vanilla.
It absolutely is, and PedanticPotato also first to find level 1 in the forest.
I wish I saw where his start screen was for that level 1 so we could kind of get an idea of if we are also in a second quest 1 through 6 or if we're in first quest or, what we're in.
It looked like shapes initially, but I can't be certain about that.
Yep, and of course both of our runners are looking for their wooden sword. It will be free in an open cave somewhere, We just have to find it. And so far, all of our checks are coming up null and void.
Speaking of checks coming up null and void, do we have vanilla any roads today?
It definitely looks like we do. Which, depending on where our dungeons end up, could be very helpful for these runners. Both runners were laughing at their lack of vanilla knowledge in the race room before they started, so the fact that they're getting some pretty nice vanilla stuff is just making me giggle over here.
So we're sitting at 3 transports out of 4 that are vanilla, so safe to say that we're dealing with vanilla any roads today.
Ah, and there is level 9 found on PedanticPotato side. Good knowledge to have. Won't be seeing it again for a long time, though.
Indeed, found at the easternmost spot of Candle Row. Meanwhile, Vanilla 1 just offering a chance to gamble. Wow, that's an interesting amount of HP for that red lever. TAH finding a door repair at the top of the mountain. Can't be too happy about that.
No, especially with PedanticPotato giving us our first look at 20 rupee bombs with a 30 rupee. Is that small secret we saw? That's not going to be fun.
Speaking of not fun, I mean, there's a blue enemy that's supposed to be on the screen for TAH, but that's not the one we're used to seeing. So we've got Dark Nuts on the overworld suddenly at 6 minutes in the game.
Yeah, I was just gonna ask, what would be your preference? Moonrisen Dark Nuts on the overworld or in the dungeons?
That's a 50-50. Dark Nuts aren't the worst in dungeons. They'll definitely be time consuming, but well, this opens up the possibility of Lionels and Wizrobes in the dungeons. That's dangerous.
Very, very true. Alright, let's see if TAH is gonna go through this level 1. Alright,
Just a bunch of Vires.
Yeah, I was gonna say, not the easiest enemies to kill with a blue candle. You could definitely do it, just it's not the easiest.
Dark Nuts and Lionel's now on the same screen for PedanticPotato as he finds level 8 and will rapidly find that it's everybody's favorite level.
And it looks like we're being told in chat it definitely is looking like a 2Q1. So it looks like all of our dungeons have rolled second quest tonight.
Well, that's going to be an... Oh, hey, look at that. Look at that boomerang across the river there.
Yep, that was our regular boomerang in level 1.
Sound familiar, anyone?
Alright, so we have a couple of hints showing us vanilla items, but in second quest. I feel very conflicted about this.
And you're not alone. I mean, vanilla items, fine. Second quest? That means we've got to go through 5? Full second quest dungeons means we would start with the Triforces of 1 and 2. I apologize. My apologies, Mrs. Melchior. I cut you off there.
Oh, no, you're fine. I was just gonna notice that Pedantic Potato found our small secret for us, so we have 10 as the small secret, 30 as the medium, and we haven't seen large yet. So I'm getting a little concerned about that, because we might be looking at a very, very sad poverty seed.
Absolutely. And, goodness. You'd think after last night's seed of Malchior versus Malchior, I wouldn't be tripped up by much, but this isn't the case tonight. Oops.
Alright, so we're in second quest for our dungeons. Looking like vanilla for our items. The overworld so far seems... I honestly don't know. I wish I knew more about the overworld routing, but it does look like first quest to me. I haven't seen any of the second quest burn bushes open yet. We're getting a lot of bomb shops though. Ooh, we have our level 3 found.
Just out of the northeast corner. Not a terrible spot for it. Oof. That's not quite fun, though. That's the very second quest, rather, yes. Place to put that blue ring shot.
Oh, this screen for Pedantic Potato is just terrible to try to get out of.
TAH taking it that south of the Death Armos, meanwhile. Fortunate, that's a fair way out from start.
I gotta say, Moonrays, and I really hope our runners can find their wooden sword soon, because that is gonna make at least attempting to kill all these dark nuts so much easier for them, and they'll be able to start going through all of these early dungeons that typically runners love to go through when, you know, they first find them, because they're so easy. But without any real good type of offensive weapon, they can't do anything right now.
I'm honestly starting to worry our wood swords over on Dead Mountain. Either in the grave in 1Q6 or that old spot on Eastern Dead Mountain. No one wants to check for that wood sword.
Yeah, it's definitely looking like it's going to be on Western Hyrule somewhere. Hopefully it'll make its appearance very soon.
Pedantic Potato heading up the mountain as well. Won't be happy with what he sees here.
Alright, so we got a 160 shield in a shop. I don't know if that means no boomstick. Okay. My brain is racking itself on all of our flags and what different hints mean.
The chat is correct. We will not be seeing a boomstick in this seed. TAH finding level 8 as well.
Honestly, we're not sitting at too bad of a spot. We're 13 minutes in, and between the two runners at least, we found dungeons 1, 2... Or I'm sorry, we found dungeons 1, 3, 7, 8, and 9. That's not terrible.
It really isn't, except, you know, we want a stick.
Yeah. We want that stick to be able to at least go through all of those dungeons.
TAH, meanwhile, making a beeline for the southwest corner, almost gets sniped. What do we got in the corner?
Ooh.
Nope, just bombs.
Oh, but sitting at a pretty good rupee count for this seed so far, he is able to buy some, and that'll get him a lot more exploration. Alright, so we have Darknuts and Lionels on the overworld, which probably means Wizrorbs are in the dungeon, unless they're all hanging out on Death Mountain, but 2 out of 3 on the overworld and just 1 out of 3 in the dungeons is not too bad.
That's a mean surprise to have on your way to the grave. Surprise blue Darknut in the face.
Alright, and level 4 right on our start screen. Oh, very nice. So PedanticPotato took his any road over here to Graveside, and we'll be able to start looking at some of these areas.
Speaking of looking at something, what do we have on TAH's screen? Just the transport.
Of course.
Typical Z1R at work right here.
Alright. Not a terrible enemy set for this level 4.
Is this where our stick is? No, it's level 5 at 1Q6, and that is a horrible screen leading up to it.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, goodness. And that narrows down the locations of that sword by a substantial amount at this point.
Yep. This seed is definitely saying, here, have all the dungeons. Pick your poison. What do you want to go through first?
Oh, your stick's in the middle of nowhere.
Ooh, do we have an item? Oh, here it is. Here is Raft in level 4. Come on, Bats, play nice with us.
And the raft indeed indicates, well, it's +1 to vanilla items because the raft is in 2Q4.
Alright, so it does. So far, we've had 3 items coming up vanilla for second quest. There's our Coast Heart. So
Make that 4.
make that 4 items. Alright, so from what I remember of last night's seed, where we also had vanilla items, the safe bet is when we hit 5 items, we can confirm they're all vanilla.
For a moment there, I thought PedanticPotato was on Western Debt Mountain, but not quite. We've got a ways to go before we hit that.
Let's see, with his newfound raft, it looks like the Allen Heffley is going to give us this 1 raft check. Let's see if it comes into play tonight.
Is the raft destined to be firewood?
It has 2 chances.
Well, it just lost one of them.
It did. It's down to 1.
Oh,
TAH
that is. Go ahead, Mrs. Malchior.
I was gonna say TAH happened to not get slam mood there with his raft.
However, for those of you who noted, that blue Octorok didn't go down to a bomb. That means that enemy HP is rolled +4, -4.
Yeah, now I'm more concerned that we haven't found our sword yet. Because that, +4, -4 for enemies, for any runner, is gonna be, can be a challenge. And obviously with just a blue candle, we're not gonna be able to make much progress.
And now you add the likely fact that the sword is all the way up on Western Det Mountain. Oh boy.
Yep, it's definitely looking like it. Graves have been checked, which was kind of our last area before just going up to Death Mountain. We've checked a lot of the burn bushes because sword could also be underneath a burn bush, but so far that is also coming up nothing. We also haven't seen our white sword item.
At this point, that could be anywhere, but I wouldn't be surprised if it's on Det Mountain as well. Because, you know, the game knows.
The game does know. Alright, runners, it's time to start heading up to Death Mountain. I know we don't want to, but buy your bombs and head on up there, because that is looking like the spot where this seed is just going to open up for our runners.
PedanticPotato finding a secret, but doesn't want it right now. Probably is a little bit afraid of more door repairs, and at this point, I don't blame him.
Ooh! White sword, white sword! But we cannot pick it up on 4 hearts! Oh!
Did you want more, did you want more proof that this was vanilla items?
I think we've gotten all the proof we need. I'm gonna do a check-in with admin over here, make sure we can go ahead and say that this is vanilla items. Going back to what you were saying about PedanticPotato not taking that that secret when he found it, I do understand the reasoning behind that, because you don't want to get it and then, you know, like you were saying, hit a door repair. But he's seen a couple of different bomb shops now. He could have easily taken that money and went and bought bombs with it and been able to, you know, make some use of that money rather than just leaving it in a cave.
Excellent point there, as TAH finds level 2 in Monocle Rock. Looks like Potato's about to make the play to Western Det Mountain. Let's see if that stick is indeed there.
I really hope so, because he's coming here with 0 bombs, so he is doing this solely to check this open cave. And let's hope this is where his sword is.
Also opting to make the play towards the reverse arrow, which chat pointed out this could also be it because the power bracelet was free, but as Potato finds out, no check there today.
So what is our vanilla item for level 2 Moon Risen? Because with bunnies in this dungeon, I don't know if I would want to be going through it.
You'd want to be going through it because we've got a recorder in there.
Ah, okay.
Also, this overworld doing our runners absolutely zero favors. Lionel's sniping out Potato 2 rooms east of that checkpoint.
That makes me so sad because it's going to be such a long walk back up to Death Mountain to check that cave.
Absolutely, and I think we can confirm now that the raft can be considered firewood.
Yeah, sounds like a good observation. And taking one from chat, I kind of like their plan. They're saying it might be easier to find another heart container to see if we can pick up that white sword rather than trying to find our wood sword at this point.
You wouldn't be wrong. TAH has a 50-50 shot at it, meanwhile, as we know we can't pick it up on 4 hearts.
Alright. TAH is stacking up on bombs. Gonna go bomb Death Mountain now.
Someone wants words with this seed, I think. Potato not looking too pleased about that heart container there.
I know, but he needs it. Like, he's the one that saw White Sword wasn't being a... We couldn't pick it up on 4 hearts.
Oh,
unless he was retrying for the bombs.
He was saving bombs, indeed.
Gotcha. All right. Yeah, so Pedantic Potato was retrying before he picked up that heart container to get back his bombs, and then went and picked it up. That is a smart play.
Absolutely, and TAH might be in trouble here. Well, that heart is going to be worth its weight in gold right now. That gambling game ain't much, but an extra heart in a room like this?
Absolutely, but that... Oh... I will say this is going to be a screen where being able to screen scroll is going to come in handy. Lionel's and Darknuts in that little diamond shoot area. If you could just screen scroll past that, that is the way to go.
Yeah, neither of these runners must be feeling good about that though. But again, chat pointing out maybe White Sword first is the play. And TAH with that 6th heart container is guaranteed that sword if he finds it.
Yep, and we did have some questions earlier from chat about if TAH saw the white sword, or if he possibly died on the screen where it's at, because it seemed the location that it was in seemed like one that you wouldn't easily miss.
First sword in the books at 28 minutes. Surprise, surprise, it's the White Sword for Pedantic Potato.
All right. Ooh, and there's our large secret of 100 rupees. So, in the middle of what a large secret can roll, but with 30 as their medium and 10 as the small, I hope there's more than just one of those.
At the same time, again, that's vanilla. Somebody get the ice cream. I think we've got too much vanilla around here.
Alright, let's see. With sword in hand, where is Pedantic Potato? Awesome. He's gonna go to level 1, find these 2 items in here. We do know ladder is blocking one of the items unless we can find a workaround.
Fortunately, Mrs. Melchior, 2Q1 only has 1 item and we've seen it.
Oh. That stinks. Alright, so unfortunately, Pedantic Potato was not the one to see the item in level 1. It was TAH. But hopefully this is a good sign. This is him checking that he does have Triforce out of 1 already, so he doesn't actually need to go through that dungeon.
So what's next for TAH? Another run at the wood sword? We'll see.
It looks like that's exactly where he's going.
At this point, I wouldn't be surprised if one of our runners actually tried to burn the wood sword.
Oh, I definitely think TAH will when he finally sees it.
It's 2 rooms away. That room stopped all attempts yet so far, and this time we get through only to have more Lionels and darkness in the next room over.
Oh, look! Magical sword!
Really, game?
Alright, and here's where we think wood sword's gonna be. Ooh, there it is. There is the burn of the wood sword.
You absolutely called that. Well done.
Alright, but again, he has it now. Obviously we know he can pick up white sword when he does find it, but sword in hand, let's get into these dungeons that we have found and let's start cooking all the baking all the cookies, cooking all the bacon, doing all the things.
Let's just start cooking.
Frying up these potatoes, you know, whatever you want to do. Hopefully both of our runners have done enough research into what these flags can do that they know they have the Triforces for 1 and 2, and so they're gonna just start with level 3, right? Like, it looks like TAH is on his way over to level 3. Just get some progress done in these dungeons.
Oh, hey! At least one thing rolled in our runner's favor. We have first quest secrets.
Yep, because that was our second large secret. Alright, and Pedantic Potato, oh my gracious, is in this level 5. Here are some whiz robes. Ooh, what is our item for level 5?
You're really gonna want that one. That's the bow. We need that.
Okay. This is going to be a great learning seed for me because when I first found out there was a second quest to Z1R, or just Zelda, in general, I was surprised. And then the fact that the items in the dungeons are different than the original game, or first quest. Ooh, it's just blowing my mind. Alright, so that is probably our bow right there. Oh, sorry, TAH is in level 4. Oh my gosh. He already has his item.
One of the items, at least.
There's 2 and 4?
Yep.
Oh my gosh.
The book's also in here.
Ugh. Dang these first and second quests. Now I know why people don't like you.
Wait. Okay, game, you did not just... Okay. Some people are going to rejoice over this, but I think we've got 4 HP keys here.
No, the game did not. Oh, it did. It doesn't even have the decency to give us perma sword beams either.
Game's just saying, hey, I gave you 300 rupee secrets. Deal with it.
Oh, TAH is taken out by a bunny.
Uncle Wizzy's funhouse claiming potato, meanwhile.
Uh-oh. Hopefully that dig dogger is not blocking just that single room. Oh, good. Yes! At 91 rupees, that is a beautiful bomb upgrade for TAH. So where his capacity is now 14 bombs instead of 8. Or 8.
That is a +6 for less than the vanilla price. You take those every day. Now, one thing I'm wondering if our runners know, are walk-through walls on or not?
I am definitely not the person to ask about that. I do know walkthrough walls are a thing in second quest. Yes, they are on. I was just told by Malkier that yes. Oh, they're default. Good to know.
Guaranteed default, always on, and second quests.
This game doesn't want to give our runners anything. We've even got a Patra in level 5.
Oh, I saw that. Alright, looks like TAH is gonna take this transport, see if he can get to the top side of this dungeon. Alright. PedanticPotato doing a very good job at this Patra.
+1 on the patience there. That's great patience on display to take out 2, 4. Does Patra play nice? So far it does.
So far, yep. All right, so for those watching who don't know quite about the Patra, if you kill the baby Patras, if you kill the correct one, you can actually halt its ability to expand, and it'll stay in a small little circle. Thankfully, PedanticPotato did not kill the correct one when it was already expanded, because that just makes it so much harder. But it looks like that Patra was just hiding a heart container, which is good. Definitely wish it would have been our item, but you know, heart is nice.
Both of our runners, rather, yes, I can word. Both of our runners do have the ability to purchase wooden arrows with the rupees, but right now, well, gotta get to that bow first.
Ooh, TAH finding a mugger through a walkthrough wall. That's fun.
Even more fun for the mugger who just watches Link go right through the wall and wonders what the heck is going on.
Right. He was waiting for his payday and Link was just like, nope. Or I guess Zelda, technically.
Speaking of payday, Potato with our first item of the game here. Well, actually, first item for him, rather. Level 5, he's got this bow.
Ooh, and TAH found a Triforce. Very nice.
Just a compass to tell him where the Triforce is, but...
I definitely... Words are hard, y'all. It definitely was the compass.
I mean, to be fair, the Triforce is only 2 rooms away, so I can fully understand you saying he's found a Triforce, because it's right here. Guarded by keys.
Please pop up on the correct side of the river, though, Triforce.
Oh, it will. 3 HP keys. We didn't get the full 4 HP variant, at least not on the black version.
Oh, there it is.
Game, are you serious right now? Oh goodness, wow.
Alright, so what dungeon in second quest has our ladder? Didn't I see somewhere that it was 6?
Yeah, ladder's in 2Q6.
Sometimes. And have we seen 6 yet? I think we were still missing 1 dungeon, and I think 6 might be it.
Well, for TAH, if you want to put a positive spin on this, it's information.
Very, very true.
Of course, in TAH's shoes, 42 minutes in, no Triforces. I'm saying words to his seat already, seeing that Triforce across the river.
Oh, absolutely. After having to put in all that work to just get there, and then see that it ends up being blocked for me. Oh. But to make some mentions about what chat is talking about, it does look like the Darknut's rolled down. I think I saw a blue Darknut go down to just 1 bomb, and the oranges have rolled down as well. So hindsight's 2020.
Dark Nuts rolled down, Lionel's rolled up. Which one do you prefer?
I think I would prefer Dark Nuts to roll down. Because I'm pretty good at getting the lineup for the Lionels, you know, when you can line up to the right of them and be safe from their Lionel beam, so I definitely think I would prefer the Dark Nuts to roll down. And there was our magical boomerang in level 3 for TAH. So he just needs to find the Triforce out of this dungeon and he'll be good to go.
Wow, this game is doing both of our runners no favors here. I mean, a Gleeok right in your face, along with Blue Landmos in the other room.
And we have a blue ring purchased by PedanticPotato using those 255 rupees for something very needed with how much our enemies have rolled up in this seed.
Speaking of rolling up, chat's on to something. Even fires don't die to bombs today.
Well, hello, level 3. Holy moly.
Well, at least PedanticPotato is going to pick up the magical boomerang in level 3. I mean, you take a positive where you can get it, right?
If he chooses to fight off those blue Lambos, he may choose to just leave that blue boomerang right where it is.
We do need to fight our way through this room to get into to the Triforce in 3, though, unless that Gleeok's holding on to it.
So TAH left level 3 because he got key locked. The location right above level 3 is a key shop, but the keys were 80 rupees a piece. He chose not to buy one, so I'm wondering if there are cheaper keys elsewhere, or if he's gonna go to the dungeon where the any key is.
Another thing to unfortunately note is that due to the fact that we're in straight 2Q across the board, we might have to feed 2 bait blocks, including 1 and 3.
True. That is definitely something to keep in mind. Alright, so PedanticPotato is about to find his level 4. Let's see if he chooses to go through it as much as TAH did.
Okay, those 30 rupees might be enough to buy the Kindle to make the raft into firewood. I don't know. Potato might want words with the seed as soon as he finds the Triforce in this. Firewood raft for Potato and 4.
Yep, so we know that that item is useless, but he does not yet. Hopefully, though, he can also find the book in this level because TAH was not able to dig it out when he was here.
White sword pickup for TAH, meanwhile. He'll be happy to get that one out of the way. As evidenced by the fact that he didn't burn it.
Absolutely. And to enter a question in chat, yes, that is my doggy, Daisy. She is a black lab. And she's now going to be spending her night going between me and Mr. Mal, who is commentating another race currently. I wonder, where do you think TAH is going, Moonrisen? Because as far as we know, there's nothing really over here in Graves or...
Actually, you'd be wrong. Just north of this room is level 5 where,
where his bow is. That's right.
Yep. And Potato, first of our runners tonight to find a book in 4. Is it Atlas? No, unfortunately it isn't.
Oh. Man. Dang book. Not Atlas, not Boomstick. You know, having found the bow in level 5, I wonder when PedanticPotato is going to buy some arrows. Because with rolled up enemies, those could come in handy.
There's also the fact that you know at this point, or at least you've got a very strong feeling, that your silvers are 9.
True, very true. And we have seen Pole's voice already in some of the dungeons. Thankfully, this level 4 seems to have plenty of blue bubbles to help us regain our sword if we lose it to any of these red bubbles. Yeah, to answer a question in the chat, we do need all 8 Triforces for level 9. That is not something we turned on in this random percent tournament.
Here comes the bad news for Potato. Yeah, those keys aren't a problem.
Maybe the Triforce will be nicer to PedanticPotato than it was to the Allen Hefty.
One thing that was mentioned in chat before that TAH didn't do was leave the room and come back. See if that would change anything.
Ooh.
Will Potato make the play? No, he will not.
Look at chat being smart. I probably would not have even thought to do that.
Honestly, I'm not even sure that would have done anything.
Yeah. I definitely think it'd be worth it to check if the thought crosses your mind. That way, just so you know.
Now, as far as the next play goes, oh, TAH found the ballroom. This is where it is. Has to be careful. One hit sends him back to start with these 4 HP keys.
Alright, and he gets it and he's up and in. Very nice.
Nothing wrong with that play at all.
Alright, so PedanticPotato is checking his rest spots, gonna find that they are also not really required. I mean, unless you want more money. More money's always nice. I think that was the same Patra that PedanticPotato had to go through to find his bow in level 5 as well, so that's gonna be a fun boss to have to get through to hopefully find our Triforce out of this level 5.
Well, that Patra hit the heart container in 5, if I'm not mistaken.
Ah, that's right. Is this a walkthrough wall or is this nothing? Alright, PedanticPotato is choosing to go through this level 8. Maybe it'll be nice to us. You know, this seed has given us some good vanilla stuff mixed with some, you know, second quest shenanigans. But maybe this level 8 will not live up to its name and be nice.
That little mishap is going to say otherwise. PedanticPotato needing the up A, but gets the sword back at the very least, and we'll be able to continue exploration in here.
Wow, transport stair. Took us 2 rooms up.
That's 2Q8 for you.
Alright, but in this 8, we have some very good items for our runners. We have the any key and the wand. And so if Pedantic can pull those out of here, he is going to be in the driver's seat for sure.
Honestly, at this point, I'm surprised 2Q8 is a play our runners could have made. But I'm entirely agreeing with it, especially if you can pull out either of the 2 items. Unfortunately, those 7 transports in this 2Q8, including 2 that are only in one direction, might throw our players off.
Yep. Ooh, lucky clock drop for PedanticPotato there. And TAH, with having bow but no arrows right now, did pretty good work of those bunnies. Unfortunately, that room is just a terrible room. And we will have to take the transport stair up into this upper level of level 5.
Yeah, if the red keys had rolled up plus the +4 as well, I think yeah, our runners would have definitely had words for this seed as well, if they're not already.
Yep. Yeah, if I'm reading chat correctly, we have Stolfos also rolled up +4, Gibdo's rolled up +4, Keese rolled up +4 as well, and those are coming from Mr. Gotta Have Heart himself, Chest Jerk. So that's just insane. I don't know what we did to this seed, but it is testing our combat.
Testing our combat and testing our runners' patience. I think nerves have to be starting to get to our runners. We're just now coming up to an hour into the seed, and would you believe we're still looking for our first Triforce today?
Absolutely. Right? Both runners have got to feel like the other or their opponent is either so much farther ahead of them, or they're having as much trouble as they are. And we are ladder blocked in level 8 from the items and the Triforce. Holy moly.
Oh, TAH, meanwhile, taking a Hyrule driver from a orange Wizrobe. That'll send him right back to start. And at this point, I think you have to look at level 2 in the recorder for a possible way forward.
Absolutely, because we've checked our power bracelet spots, and all of those are either the any roads or they're not our level 6 dungeon, which I'm pretty sure is the only dungeon we're still looking for. Which, for the overworld, only really leaves the recorder spots left, because we've checked both raft locations. And we've done pretty much any of the bomb caves, burn bushes. Level 6 definitely seems to be hiding underneath a recorder spot.
Is it ye olde forgotten spot? No, not today.
Alright, and TAH, having felt like he spent enough time in this level 5, is gonna go ahead and leave it. Oh, and that death is gonna send him back to his start screen.
You wanted to get out of 5 anyway. That doesn't accomplish much that you didn't want in the first place.
Exactly. But at least it brings him back to this side of the world where we know 2 is, 4 is. I'm pretty sure 3's over here. There are a lot more dungeons that he can be looking at to get items out of, to get Triforces out of, being on this side of the world now.
Oh, here's an interesting thought. We still haven't seen Western Dent Mountain either. Is that where level 6 is hiding?
Possibly. And PedanticPotato has finally bought some arrows to go with that bow. I will be honest, thank goodness, that's just another... Oh, hey! Wow.
Well then, that changes a few things right there.
It was... I could have sworn TAH has been through this spot.
Hey Games, thanks for stating the obvious right there. I think we figured that one out.
Alright, so level 6 is gonna give us at least some of the answers with having ladder in here, knowing we were ladder blocked out of level 8. And maybe it'll give us our first Triforce for the evening.
TAH meanwhile entering level 8 as well. And what's a level 6 without blue whiz ropes, right?
True, but thankfully with blue ring, ooh, and a good arrow purchase. And white sword.
This might even be where the our yellow triangle for this level is hiding, but it wasn't. Oh, this room though.
There we go. Let's see. Oh, and it's our transport stair. Dang you, level.
You know, we've been through 65 minutes of this seed, and the game hasn't given us anything to rejoice over. Why am I surprised when this first staircase in the level doesn't give us our item?
True. Alright, but looks like PedanticPotato is going to take it. Meanwhile, TAH is finding a Dig Dagger block just because he doesn't have keys right now. If he had a key, he would be able to continue north in his exploration, but needing keys, he's going to be a little stuck for right now. Something we also have to think about, Moonrisen, is at an hour and 6 minutes in, knowing you've gotten a couple of items, but you still haven't been able to get any Triforces on the board, your brain right now is just probably wrecking itself over what can it do, right? Like, what can you do? Where can you go? What dungeon is going to be the easiest to just try and get some momentum out of it so you can feel like you're back in this?
Absolutely. I mean, at this point, your mental side is tested here because you don't know if your opponent has 5 Triforces. They might be in 9. We've seen some seeds this tournament go quicker than this seed is right now. You don't know how this seed has gone for your opponent.
Very true. But sitting at 242 rupees, hopefully TAH will prioritize either buying a blue ring or buying some arrows. Something to either buff up his defense or his offense. Because he's sitting at a decent amount of hearts right now. If he gets this blue ring, you know, he could be pretty good to go through any of our dungeons. Looks like he's maybe just gonna try and get 7 more rupees to get up to the 250 to buy the blue ring. Alright, and TAH has found level 6.
Meanwhile, Potato gets absolutely trolled by those. Wait, what's this yellow triangle doing on the floor? What is this thing?
At an hour and 8 minutes in, we have our first Triforce found by PedanticPotato in level 6. Woo! I bet our runners are just feeling the relief right now. Well, at least Mr. Potato is.
At the same time, how's he feeling after, well, maybe a little better now that he's got a bomb pack from those red dark nuts. Hello, enemy group shuffle.
Absolutely.
Those items aren't where they're usually dropping. And there's the map. This is what's in that room.
Alright, and chat is right. Potato does need to come back through this level 6 though, because we need this ladder. We've definitely seen some ladder blocks in 8 and what was it, 5? The Triforce spawned on the other side of the river. And who knows, Zelda or Ganon could be in a moat room. We could need ladder for level 9 for some reason. This seed could still throw so many trolls at us.
Yet, Potato doesn't realize it, but I believe the drop spot could have been in the room. He just ran right in and through.
Thank goodness there's a blue bubble to help us counteract all these red.
Trolled by the dongos in the previous attempt in this room, I'm not surprised. Part of Pedantic Potato might want to just get out of this room, but he knows the ladder might be here as well.
It definitely feels like the dongos cheat a little bit by being able to walk on these walls.
Room clear, and it does push! Have we finally found the ladder?
Huzzah! Alright, that is gonna feel good for Pedantic Potato. He can go back and start re-clearing a lot of the dungeons that he's already been through.
Definitely save that one, because that 6 can go in the rear view mirror right this second. And wow, Alan Heffley right behind them. Wasn't a minute separating Boat Runner's ladder pickups. We may have a race here, people. Stay tuned.
Absolutely. Alright, I think Pedantic Potato was to the left a little bit when he found the Triforce.
Actually, it was in this room. There it is. Tie game.
Alright. I love how after finding this ladder and getting that Triforce out of level 6, you can kind of see Pedantic Potato step it up. I mean, it could be my imagination, but it definitely looks like he is feeling the like good power now, and he's like, all right, I'm in this race again. Let's go.
I can definitely see that. I mean, you just got the ladder. You just got your first Triforce. You know where a second one is, and sometimes that's just a springboard you need to get back on your game and get started.
It definitely is going to be interesting to see the time differential between our first Triforce pickup at 1 hour and 8 minutes to when we have all Triforces. Because you're so right. That is, sometimes you just got to find that one, and it feels like you can put the pedal to the metal now.
And case in point, Potato knows all dungeon locations. He's running.
Absolutely. Looks like he is trying to make his way over to level 3.
Now, one thing that can cause him to hit the brakes here is if the bait is needed to get to the Triforce. It's not going to be this room that stops him, that's for sure.
I think, so in this shop that TAH is about to go into, I was going to say, I think there's a bait in here, and PedanticPotato definitely has the rupees to be able to buy it if he needs it. So thankfully, bait is not too far away. And chat is ecstatic, as I'm sure we are too with that blue ring purchase from TAH.
Question in chat. What is the record of these runners? These runners are currently sitting at a 0-2 record on week 3 of Swiss, and oh goodness. Oh boy, this could be indeed a, well, TAH knows about the Gleeok. Is that thing hiding the Triforce?
Thankfully, it's only a 2-headed Gleeok. Because knowing this seed, it would have put a 4-headed Gleeok in here with no issue.
Answer is no, and we know that Gleeoks can't hide push blocks. But Blue Land Molas can.
Oh! And there's our Triforce for level 3. Yes,
Game
thankfully...
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
There.
I was gonna say, thankfully, no bait block needed for this level 3. We could still find it in level 7, but so far, not right now.
I was about to say game was trying to pull a fast one on us there.
After seeing this seed, though, we all should have expected it was going to be in that 2-room segment.
Next up for Potato, looks like level 5 is going to be next, as we know it's in 1Q6.
Yep, he might just be doing the easy, take my dungeons 1 through 8, let's get them all done route.
Now, one thing that concerns me about this is that Potato probably knows at this point that this is 2Q vanilla items. He's skipping level 2 in the recorder.
Yep. So far we don't need it, but who knows if we run into Dig Doggers, or he's also only sitting on 1 key right now. If he would have went back to 8 to find that any key, you know, that would have been probably very helpful too.
He's got ladder after all. His TAH says, "Hey, Mugger, no good. No, I'm not paying you today. Have a good one."
Blue ring is coming in clutch for PedanticPotato because he is face tanking a lot of these enemies, just trying to get them killed.
TAH with the Triforce in 4, pulls within 1 Triforce of the lead.
Alright, looks like Potato had a momentary brain fart, forgot he had already gotten the bow out of this level 5, and is having to re-clear this room because I think this was our transport stair.
Thankfully, it's just orange whiz ropes, so really nothing to worry about. I think Potato got cursed there before entering that Triforce.
I think so too.
Entering that Triforce? Oof. Okay, whoops.
Don't you leave this room, Potato. There is a blue bubble in here. Alright, he got his sword back. Whew. And thankfully with arrows, these enemies are going down so much easier. And it looks like our Triforce for this level 5 is going to be in this top part of the Z, because I don't think either of our runners have explored it yet.
Potato wanting to explore the middle part, though. Oh, needs to be a bit careful. Those bunnies are still doing some substantial damage.
Ah, I am being told in chat there's 2 key doors to the top. So he's hoping that the Triforce is not up there, because he might be 1 key short.
Meanwhile, we've got TAH picking up the Triforce in 7. Oh, that's a big one.
Absolutely, and with Red Candle in that dungeon, we should just leave it and say goodbye. Don't need you.
Don't want you. I mean, it's 2Q7. Nobody wants that place.
True. Ooh, Potato did fantastic going through that room. Quad shooter, whiz robes, plus the 2 spike traps. Oh my gosh, that was a mess of a room.
Yeah, that puts more fighter to that point earlier. Potato's really coming. He has been playing quite well in this second half of this seed.
Oh. Those traps. Oh my gosh.
Oh goodness.
Oh my gosh.
And there's the only thing that's there is a key. Gonna make a break for that key? Yep, absolutely. And then the orange whiz robe is just having none of it.
Right. And I understand it. Like 2 keys, he can make it through the rest of the dungeon now. Hopefully. But oh my gosh, that was just a gross room into a gross room. Have we seen our potion prices yet, Moonrisen?
We have not. I don't believe we have, quite frankly.
Have we seen potion shops?
That's a good question.
Because that obviously would be something very helpful for our runners, but if we can't find them, they are... Oh. That's not going to be fun.
Potato opting for the southern one first. What do we have behind the Dodongo? Not what we want. But The old Triforce is in the next room trick. And looks like it's quite free.
How nice of you, 5. You know.
I mean, to be fair, level 5 gave us absolutely nothing else.
Alright, and with 6 Triforces on the board, PedanticPotato is on his way to level 8.
One of our levels was that vanilla start, if I'm not mistaken.
Ah,
Oh, wait a minute. He's wanting a refill.
yes, he's gonna get a refill. And I mean, he's not far away from 7 or 8 at this point. So this is actually a very good play.
The question is, Mrs. Malchior, if you're in either of these runners' shoes, do you spend much time in 8 if you find an early Triforce?
I would just to try and find that any key. Because I don't know particularly the layout of level 9, but I definitely could see key doors coming into play. And I think, depending upon how early the Triforce is, I definitely think I would look at least a couple of around the Triforce to see if I could find the any key.
I believe Potatoes are the runner that actually explored half of level 8 earlier and was only blocked by a ladder.
Yes, I'm pretty sure he was able to make it kind of like all the way up the vertical column and then started getting ladder blocked going horizontally. But Chad is bringing up a good point. We're not quite sure why TAH is in level 1. Unless he's just not that up to date on his second quest vanilla knowledge. He could be thinking, like I did, that there are 2 items in this dungeon. He could be looking for keys. Like people in chat have been pointed out. Definitely is a very interesting play.
Wow, okay, so that ladder block was literally the Triforce room. Potato picking it up immediately, and it looks like level 8 is going to keep its items.
Alright, not a bad play. You're an hour 27 minutes in. Your opponent has not done yet, and you know you're only 1 Triforce away. So you can kind of think, alright, if we've been on the same pace, my opponent's also 1 Triforce away. I'm just gonna go for it. Oh, and true, he does have enough rupees right now to at least buy 1 key if he needs it. Thank you very much, chat.
That key would be at the northeast corner, though.
To answer a question in chat, at this point, it really depends upon runner's mentality. If you feel behind, you're probably not gonna dig a dungeon you don't need to go back to get an item you may or may not need. Some of our runners might feel like, I'm an hour 28 into this seed, I am gonna go to 9 to try and finish as soon as possible. And if I need it, then I'll go back and get it.
And not a moment of truth. Potato finds his Triforce in 7, has all 8. As TAH gets his Triforce in 1, 8 to 5. Potato might be booking it to 9.
And because the seed had to throw one more troll at us, we are not only listening for the pig and looking for a door that doesn't open, we need to find our silver arrows in level 9.
Oh, hey, look. A potion shop just north of the level 7.
And right here we have level 9. Alright, you guys, this is what we have been waiting for. We're listening for that roar, looking for that door, and looking for those silvers.
Now that you mention it, we literally spent 20 minutes from first Triforce to level 9.
Right? That's... oh my gosh. That's insane to think about. Because PedanticPotato, once he found that ladder and that Triforce at a level 6, he really did put on the boosters, and he has booked it. And hopefully TAH will remember that he can push the backward C in the blue landmole's room, and that will be his transport over to the 2-room segment where he will find his Triforce for this level 3.
Obviously, if Potato finds Red Ring, that's one item he will not turn down today.
Yep.
Good old pass-through walls even in level 9.
Yep. Mr. Potato did exactly what I do sometimes in these races, where you enter into a new room and you're just like, run. Run to the open door.
Ooh, this could be a tricky one. And oh, he gets cursed.
Yep. Oh, look. Thank goodness.
Friendly blue bubble. Interesting little. Now, here's a darn good question for you, Mrs. Malchior. Is this Zelda? Is this the kidnapped?
I was really hoping it was. Because every time we get one answer to the riddle, you know, that's one less thing our runners have to worry about.
We've got something on Potato's side, and it's just another transport. Come on, it's level 9. What do you expect?
Right. But so far, all the transports are keeping us on this left or this right-handed side. We've not been able to make it to the left yet. Yep. So to answer, or to go off a comment in chat, second quest can give us one-way transports. They're very mean, very trolly. Level 8 I know has 2 of them, and level 9 also has at least 2 of them.
I knew level 8 had 2 of them, but I didn't know about level 9.
Well, Potato found one of them because that last transport he took brought him out into a room exactly like this. Ooh! Stupid push blocks. I got all excited that was girl.
However, we've got Potato making progress in this 9. About halfway done with exploration and still is looking for parts 1, 2, and 3 of the puzzle. Uh-oh. That room was about as cruel as you can make it, and no sword for a Potato in a room like this.
Right. He's gonna have to go find it because he's gonna have to go find a blue bubble because...
Oh, wait a minute.
I think we have a roar.
We've got the call of bacon, I believe, and right here at 1 hour, 36 minutes, and 15 seconds. First Ganon sighting of the night. Pedantic Potatoes found him.
And Potato's gonna have to open his map again, but Ganon could be blocking Zelda. There was that shutter door to the left.
Ooh, this is an interesting block clip. Should Potato try and do it, but nope, no dice.
Yeah, I don't know his level of expertise on block clipping, because that definitely could have been a big advantage.
Thanks, game.
That was a helpful hint, though. If we find a hint for Zelda and or the Silvers, that might be very nice.
Here's our vanilla map for 2Q9.
Holy moly. Oh my gosh.
Oh, wow, that's... Oh, he got pinballed in that one.
Yep, and I know he's wanting to save his potion for Ganon, or, you know, if he gets red bubbled before getting back into Ganon. But those potions are 2 uses. It would have been so nice for him to use one there just to help him keep exploring that side of the dungeon.
Honestly, I think part of him is took for granted that that might have been Zelda's room. Completely opposite the Ganon's.
True. Holy moly, Wizro Bunny Central. Oh, he lost the bomb and he died.
That's just plain frustrating.
goodness. Alright, so it looks like TAH is making the play for Recorder here in level 2. We have seen at least one Dig Dogger in level 9, so this might be helpful for TAH, but as we've seen so far, this is not going to be the best choice he could have made.
Well, you asked for that potion usage. PedanticPotato does use a potion here.
Honestly, sometimes you just gotta do that. As a newer runner, or even one just like myself who's not real confident in fighting Wizrobes and bunnies a lot, sometimes you just gotta give yourself the extra health boost. Give yourself more opportunities to get through rooms so you stop dying, basically, and get sent back to the start.
I agree with you on that one. Happens even to the best of us, to be truthful. And uh-oh. No dice, and well, to be fair, there's no push block to be had in that room, so no real harm done, I suppose.
We have a transport in level 2 on TAH side.
What's the next play now for Potato, however? It is going to be closing in on that Recorder, meanwhile.
Yep. So Potato hasn't really been able to make it up to the northwest side of this dungeon. He could be thinking that's where his silvers are. They are definitely winning at hide and seek tonight. Come on, Potato, you can do it. Getting these block clips sideways is always so difficult to me.
Now to the left ear, and this one looks promising.
This one looks very promising. Oh, I love clocks. Clocks are amazing.
Potato's thinking the same thing you are for sure. What do we have? We've got an item.
No!
It's not the silvers, but Potato will not say no to the red ring.
Absolutely. I mean, that's gonna, with all of these enemies that have rolled up 4 HP, that's gonna be so helpful for his combat. But man, that's not what we wanted to see.
Or
Is it followed by the silvers?
could be. Back.
It is!
Back to back. Would you believe it? Part 1 of the puzzle in for PedanticPotato.
He has part 1 and 2. He knows where Ganon is. He has the path to Ganon now too.
And he has maybe an idea of where part 3 of the puzzle is as well.
Yep, there was the shutter door in Ganon's room that could be hiding Zelda. And then there was that nasty room that he found, which also had a shutter door on literally the opposite side of our dungeon. But we'll see what level 9 is going to throw at us for our final troll.
We've had plenty of trolls already. Call of Bacon.
All right, chat. Time to get your guesses in. Is Ganon 0 HP? Is the seed gonna give us a little bit of something nice?
Potato taking that last potion immediately. And no 0 HP, but
But he has got this stun lock. Look at there.
7 and 1 more drops the stun lock.
Come on. Oh, there it is. And we have Bacon. Let's see if our princess is to the left.
All the way back now, and we will see if that door opens immediately upon entering the room. Pedantic Potato will take this race.
Yep. Yeah, short of literally like the seed blowing up in Pedantic Potato's face, he is going to be our winner for tonight, taking his first win of this tournament. And I think what has gotten TAH just a little bit is resource management, not being able to have enough keys to make it through the dungeons and find all the items that he has been wanting to find.
Last key used by Pedantic Potato, but is this it? Has he been in that room?
Man, there was really no reason to try and make it into that one room. Because Zelda has to be through a shutter door. And there were...
No dice. Not here. Not yet.
Nope. And he definitely... I can understand this. He definitely doesn't want to really up an A if he doesn't have to, because he loses all of his health, and without any potions, he's gonna try and work his way back to the left-hand side where we think Zelda is. Alright, and we have TAH back in level 5 for his final Triforce of the night.
I was just talking about left ear near Silver's. That won't be it either. I think at this point we're down to 1 or 2 options, and that left side room really looking promising now. TAH continuing his exploration of 5, meanwhile, trying to get his final Triforce of the night. There it is! Ticket to 9 acquired for Alan Heffley.
Alright, let's see. Is Zelda up?
Is that the door? There's the open door!
In this ugly wizard room that we all called. Alright, chat, get your GGs in the chat. Not quite yet. Not yet. So close. Thankfully, Pedantic Potato has enough hearts to get through the fire of Zelda. and he has finished with an official race time of 1 hour and 49 minutes and 32 seconds. Good job to Pedantic Potato. Woo!
Pedantic Potato will improve his record to 1-2. And again, it bears noting 39 minutes between first Triforce and end of seed, along with everything level 9 threw at you.
Absolutely. All right, and we all know that we need to mentally all tell TAH to go to the left top hand corner to grab his silvers. Then he can come back right to defeat Ganon before heading to the bottom left to find his princess, or I guess his Link.
And joining us in the boot, our race winner tonight, Pedantic Potato. Good evening and GG's.
Good evening. Thank you. Wow,
What-
Zelda was hiding there.
Absolutely. So give us just some of your thoughts on this race in general and this seed.
I had an awful start, and I'm happy I was able to come back from that.
Absolutely. We were talking about that too. After you were able to find that ladder of 6, Triforce out of 6, it really just seemed like you went into go mode and just boosted yourself through the rest of this seed.
Yeah, I was pretty frustrated when I couldn't make it to the wood sword, but then it seemed like once I got the white sword and the blue ring, and then yeah, you're right, I got some sort of rhythm going, and it worked out.
Sometimes that's all it takes. I mean, you took 39 minutes from first Triforce to end of seed.
Huh. Wow. Yeah, the item density definitely picks up. That's for sure. I mean, in what I picked up, not in the seed itself.
Very true. All right, so you have your first official win of this tournament. You go into week 4 or brackets, I don't remember anymore, with a 1-2 record so far. How are you feeling about that?
Pretty good. I mean, this is my first tournament. I mean, that's I didn't think I expected to win any matches to begin with, so I'm pretty happy.
Anyone you're looking forward to facing in the 1-2 bracket next week?
No. Anyone is good.
Fair, good point. Alright, so we're gonna finish watching TAH in his level 9. Unfortunately, he didn't pick up arrows before he came in here, and so these polls voice are giving him a little bit of a challenge. Talk us through, Pedantic Potato, just some of your decisions on when you chose to buy arrows and buy blue ring versus trying to save up any of your money. What went through kind of your mind with some of your purchases that you made?
Well, basically, I got in trouble in previous seeds when I ran out of money, so that's why I was really conservative before I picked any money up at all in this seed. And I figured the blue ring was going to help the most. And then once I got that and the seed seemed to be throwing money at me, I said, the arrows are definitely going to help at some point. So I picked those up, and that turned out to be a good choice. As you say, I wasn't too worried about red bubbles because of that, so that was very nice. I could say, well, I don't have a sword, but I can still shoot things, so I think that really helped here in level 9. And then I almost forgot to buy a potion. I was walking to 9, and you may have seen I turned around and realized I was only one screen away from a potion shop, so that I was happy I remembered that.
Yes, we had actually just been talking about potion purchases because you guys started with the letter, and we were like, I don't remember seeing any potions at this point. So it was very good that you picked that up because they definitely came in very handy towards the end of that seed. All
Sure
right,
did.
and I do want to let our watchers and viewers know that TAH has decided to forfeit. He forfeited at 1 hour, 54 minutes, and 21 seconds. So this race is officially over. I'm not sure if TAH is going to want to come and talk to us, but I will find out.
GG's to TAH, however. That was not an easy seed for anyone, really. I mean, any runner would have struggled in this seed, to be fair.
Yeah, GG TH.
Absolutely. So, as we're waiting for his answer, Mr. Potato, as we've come to call you shorthandedly, when did you figure out that you had vanilla items in Second Quest dungeons?
Ooh, vanilla items, as soon as I picked up that armlet, I pretty much assumed that. That's why the dungeons I chose to dig, I was, assuming, well, that will have the bow. And of course, it did. And as soon as I see 2 items that are vanilla locations, I just pretty much at that point assume it's vanilla. And I was also very happy to see that it was not Heart Shuffle, because that really makes it a lot more difficult.
Yes, definitely agree with that. We were definitely kind of feeling it after, like you said, you found the power bracelet, and then we saw that coast heart. I even think TAH found Raft super early in 4, and we were like, so we have vanilla items. All right.
Yeah, it made it a lot easier to plan out where to go, that's for sure. Although I was frustrated then when I was like, oh, all right, I got the bow. Now I just got to start getting things. Oh, okay, that's ladder locked. Oh no, that's ladder locked too. Okay, I guess I need to put in the time to find level 6. And for a while there, I was quite concerned that level 6 itself was going to be blocked behind something. Like a whistle or, or the raft. Although I picked with the raft, so that wouldn't have been a big deal. But I was a little worried it was going to be a hunt for level 6.
Yes. Same here. We were definitely getting concerned that 6 was either going to be recorder blocked, because that was kind of the only one we were missing at that point. But thankfully it was just behind a bomb.
And it happened to be a bomb that was very close to the transport stair into Death Mountain. I mean, that I was I had 8 bombs. I was like, oh, I'm going to go in, use up all my bombs, have to do another round. And I think it was like nearly the first bomb I put down. I was like, oh, there's level 6. Nice.
All right. Well, we do have official word from TAH that he is not going to be joining us here in the commentators booth, which is completely understandable after that seed. I'm sure both of y'all's brains are just wrecked. But
yes.
we want to thank you very much for joining us. And I will say your new name had tripped me up a couple of times, but so far I think I'm getting used to PedanticPotato. It's coming out all as one name now.
Excellent. Thank you. And thank you, commentators. Thank you, Tracker. Thank you, viewers. This was a lot of fun. And of course, thank you, TAH.
Thank you and TAH for putting on a great show tonight. GG's, and good luck to you in week 4 and onwards in the tournament.
Thank you.
I also want to thank our tracker tonight, JLo, for tracking for us. Thank you very much. And Mrs. Melchior, thank you for commentating with me. Much appreciated, and great working with you.
absolutely, you too. For any of you guys still wanting some more Zelda 1 randomizer in your life, you can actually head on over to Speed Gaming, where you can see Shaddy versus Carcaran? Carcassonne?
Sis Crusher and Antlers is currently on Speed Gaming. Speed Gaming Prime.
That one has not finished yet. Gotcha.
We have CD Improv and Dr. JPHD on Speed Gaming 2. And Karakarn versus Shaddy is the 11 p.m. nightcap on Speed Gaming Prime.
There we go. So, anyways, you can head on over to Speed Gaming or Speed Gaming 2 to continue your Z1 randomizer evening. But yes, thank you very much, Mooners and Phoenix. Thank you, JLo, again. You did awesome at tracking. If you guys want, give our runners a follow. You can follow Moonrisen Phoenix or JLo7, also here on Twitch. I will say I do not Twitch much, so I have a channel, but you know, I don't do much. But we thank you guys for joining us. Moonrisen, you got anything you want to close out with?
I also want to thank the Speed Gaming Network for allowing us to restream the tournament on their channels. And finally, I want to thank all the viewers for sticking around and cheering our runners on. Wouldn't be able to do this without you. Mrs. Melchior, that's it for me. And anything else from you?
Nope, that's it from the Melchior household. So thank you guys so much, and head on over to Speed Gaming 2 or Speed Gaming Pride. Have a good evening, you guys.
Good night, everybody.